Welcome to this special edition of From the Core. When we think about homelessness, we think the adults are the only ones affected, but teens are affected as well. I am here at Barksdale Community Center, where Mayor's Youth Leadership Council held a forum to make us all more aware of this invisible issue.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Chaya Ba, and I'm a member of the Mayor's Youth Leadership Council. Along with me is my group who have helped me plan this event, Amber, Tony, Dart, and Cameo. The issue of teen homelessness is so prevalent in our city and society, but it's also so invisible. For the past year, the Youth Corps and the Leadership Council have been involved in many activities to raise awareness and to make a difference in our community. If you can, please direct your attention towards the screen where we will soon play a short video. This Starting Right Now video will give you personal insight to the gravity of this issue on an individual.
Brighter days are coming, that's what I tell myself. You know, my mom, she had problems with the landlord, and I guess she got kicked out. And that day she got kicked out, evicted, or as I can say, she told me that I had to leave, find another place to stay. So ever since, this happened like a year ago, so ever since then, I've been, it's like a couple days I stayed at the bus station, you know, I stayed anywhere that I could. It felt like, you know, like your heart was ripped out, then it was put back in your chest, and it was like, it didn't feel right. And at times I cried a lot. The bus station was the lowest point for me because it was nasty. I seen other people there and the roaches and, you know, stray animals there. It was really depressing for me to be there, but that was like the only place I could find to sleep, you know, lay my head at.
My dad and his girlfriend would fight between themselves, and they would, you know, both fight with each other and me. And after one particularly, I guess you would say, heated exchange, my dad told me that the next day after school that I probably, you know, shouldn't come back.
My mother lost custody of me because she was negligent and let men molest me and my brother for the first 5 years of our lives. And she was given the choice to either keep her, one of her boyfriends that was her official boyfriend, who was already a known pedophile that got out of jail, either keep dating him or keep me and my brother, and she chose him and dropped us off at the courthouse. I've seen what happens to homeless kids. I know the stories, you know, where you're gonna live on a bench, how am I gonna pay for college, what am I gonna do, like what am I gonna do for food, where am I gonna stay, you know. The next day is the most important day so far. You can't play so far ahead because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Whenever I do decide to get down, I always remember, you know, there's someone out there who's worse off than you, and they don't have the same opportunities that I have.
You know, it was hard for me, but like, even though I was like, you know, couch hopping, I always went to school, never missed a day. I always tried to never miss a day, and yeah, and it got me to here.
Thank you all so much for being here with us today. Could we begin by having each of our members tell us a little bit about their role in the issue of teen homelessness?
Every student in our program is referred by the school district, so there are students who have made a dedication to make sure that education is their priority, even though they are overcoming obstacles of homelessness that are insane. Kids are referred to our program. They live in our transitional housing. We match every single student with a mentor, and then we do everything that a parent would do, basically. We get them academic support, a mental health, medical, dental, ophthalmic, anything that they need at all. And we stay with the students long term. Our goal is that we want to make sure that we truly do end the cycle of homelessness.
Thank you. Good evening. It's a real pleasure to be here. I'm Joe Clark, and I serve on the board of directors of the organization called the Tampa Hillsborough Homeless Initiative. This is a relatively new organization, and it is the successor to what many of you may remember was the Homeless Coalition. The Tampa Hillsborough Homeless Initiative is really a public-private partnership. It is primarily funded now by Hillsborough County and the City of Tampa to address homelessness, both adult homelessness, which we're probably a lot more familiar with, and also the issue of youth homelessness, which until recently, I don't think many are really familiar with, because in many respects it is an invisible population.
Okay, good evening. I am Dawn Gillette, and I am the coordinator for school social work services with Hillsborough County Public Schools. One of my responsibilities is to be the homeless liaison for our homeless program. Our homeless program is called Homeless Education and Literacy Project, better known as HELP. The project actually has a complete staff of 4 social workers, 2 district resource teachers, and we have up to 8 to 12 literacy coaches or tutors to work with our homeless students, as well as our data processor.
Like, it didn't really seem like a big deal to me because I was a junior at the time, so like I wasn't really thinking about college and stuff. I kind of try to ignore that and like block that out because like I knew it was coming, and I'm the kind of person that like blocks stuff out. Like, it's not really gonna happen. Like, I don't need to worry about that right now. So my senior year, I kind of was trying to get myself on track and stuff. My friend's house, like, it was okay, but like over time, like at first it was good because like it was new, fresh. Her mom really didn't care. She didn't care either. But then it got to the point where her mom, like, she drank a lot and stuff. She also had like mental and physical issues. And then she would tell me stuff like I was a burden and all this stuff. And suddenly that home, I guess, that I called, it started to feel really uncomfortable. A few days later, I got like the call saying, you're accepted into the program and stuff, and then the next week I moved into the house, and like, I don't know, like, it was just crazy. Like, it felt so good, and suddenly like they were helping me with school and like, hey, get back on track, and the health stuff, they helped me with the health stuff, and I was surrounded by people that were in similar situations, and suddenly I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one. Like, that's great. And it felt really good. It felt like a family. It felt like a home, and I loved coming like home from school and stuff. And then at the end of the year, like, I graduated with a 4.0. And now I'm at the University of South Florida, and I'm going to be a high school English teacher. So I kind of like how my teachers and how my people at the school, they help me out. I kind of want to be that for someone. I want a kid to come up to me and be like, hey, I'm having this issue, and I'm like, I can help you. I want to help you. So it really does make a difference.
So we ask that you take a few moments and truly reflect on what you've heard today and what you can possibly do.
Homelessness not only affects the adults, but it affects kids too. There's so much you can do around your community to help out teens. They appreciate your support. The contact information is listed on our websites. Thanks for watching From the Core. I'm Caitlin.